Mr. Sarvanan from the DMK is joining us on the phone line. Mr. Sarvanan, your thoughts on what has happened so far? Okay, I'm being told, Akshata, he's live with us. And in case you also want to talk to him, please do come in. But Mr. Sarvanan, your take on what has happened so far?
See, this is heartbreaking. It's unbelievable that 31 people are dead. Only to have a glimpse of their star, this has happened. And 3 children, out of which 3 children. And who's responsible? See, this is a deliberate attempt, deliberate ploy used by them, used by the organizers of this rally and Mr. Vijay. In Vijay's Twitter account, they said it's at 8:45. 8:45, please everybody assemble. And he starts from Chennai at 9 p.m., 9 a.m. And he goes there after 6 hours. They were waiting in the hot sun for how long? 6 hours. And from there, he goes to the next place where 6 hours. Again, they were made to wait from 12 p.m. up to 7 p.m. until now the tragedy is unfolded. Why? Why this deliberate ploy? Deliberate delay? This deliberate delay is for silly drone shots of people standing. That is the reason why this has happened.
No, Mr. Sarvanan, your anger is understandable. I think each one of us are feeling that anger right now.
Yes.
And I agree that, the TVK has to answer questions. But, sir, also, does the administration here have to answer some questions on crowd control?
What question you are asking? What question?
I don't understand. Let me ask the question.
No, I saw you speaking. I'll answer that. I saw you speaking. I'll answer that. I'll answer. See, what happened? Anchors like you, are you afraid of TVK? Why are you not giving permission to TVK?
Mr. Sarvanan, please.
Just a moment. Allow me to speak. Speak. Yeah. So, what were you saying? TVK is such a huge force. The DMK is trying to scuttle TVK. How? By imposing conditions. The police is imposing conditions. You are not giving them a free ride. That is the reason. You are afraid. This is the constant refrain from Delhi to Tamil Nadu in TV studios. And what did the police do? They said, we will not grant you permission to go there. These are the conditions. And you say 10,000 people are coming and the conditions are imposed. Why have they not followed? Why the organizers have not taken any measures to follow these conditions? That is what is important. And where is Mr. Vijay? Where is he hiding? Where is he hiding now? He is culpable. He is responsible for this 31 deaths.
Mr. Sarvanan, can I ask my question now?
Yes,
I agreed with you that the TVK is very much answerable for what's happened here. My question is also very clear. You said that, there are so many questions about why restrictions. But restrictions were placed, yes? There were clearly steps taken by the administration saying this could happen. There were restrictions placed. Was any of that followed? Did the administration do it to ensure there was adequate crowd control measures? If 10,000 people were allowed, was it stopped at 10,000 or were more there?
See, imagine 10,000 people and he deliberately delays. If he has come out at 8:45 a.m. as promised by him, there only would have been 10,000 people or less than that. But he wanted to create eyeballs.
So why is he being allowed to do it? Mr. Sarvanan, why was he allowed to do it? Why didn't the administration say 10,000?
What could we do? What will Akshita say? If it is stalled, DMK is afraid. They are cancelled the rally of Mr. Vijay. In a democracy, it doesn't happen that way.
Mr. Sarvanan,
in a democracy, it doesn't happen that way.
I agree with you. I agree that very much the rally should happen. You can't stop a political leader from holding a rally. My point is, what stops the administration from allowing further people in?
See, 8:45 a.m.
You have to create restrictions, sir. That is the idea. If you put rules in place, who will ensure the rules are followed?
Yes, we have put rules in place. 10,000 people are supposed to come. At 8:45 a.m. only 10,000 people were there. If he is not coming there at 8:45 a.m., whose responsibility is this?
So at 8:45 p.m. the administration puts their hands up. At 8:45 p.m. the administration puts their hands up.
We are not putting our hands up. We are not putting our hands up. This is a direct fallout of the stupidity of the TVK and Mr. Vijay. He is responsible for this. Nobody else could be held responsible for this. He was enjoying this. Last 3 weeks, this is what was happening. And everybody said, oh, Vijay is giving spectacular crowds. So many people. Yes. But if he had exercised self-restraint, if he had understood human lives are more important than eyeballs, this would not have happened. This would not have happened. And to top of all that, our ministers are there at ground zero. Mr. Sendil Balaji, Mr. Vijay, what Mr. Sendil Balaji? Mr. Sendil Balaji is there on ground zero. He is the one who is overlooking relief measures. The health minister is there. Mr. Anbil Mahesh is going to be there. The top cop is going to be there. The chief minister is monitoring the situation minute by minute. The first priority right now is this, to ensure that all the injured get proper treatment.
No, that's heartening to know. And I must agree that the DMK's response has been extremely swift. You've got ministers on the ground there, Mr. Senthil Balaji, tracking the situation. And we will ask that question. Where is Vijay right now? Where is he right now? Why isn't he there meeting with those injured or tracking, for that matter, the current situation? You could argue that it will lead to a further security situation, but he should be active right now. Why is there no statement that's coming from the TVK about what's happened? We will ask those questions as well, Suesha.
Oh yes, absolutely. And Akshita and Mr. Saravanan, please do stay on. We are tracking every development very closely, but parallelly keeping an eye on what is happening at the UNGA, where Dr. S. Jaishankar is also set to speak. Before that starts, Akshita, again, also wanting to get that official confirmation from Mr. Saravanan on the death toll. We understand that an official statement has not been released, but it could really be more than 20 people who've lost their lives at this rally. And like you rightly said, Akshita, that, both the DMK and the TVK need to give answers. DMK, of course, being in the government, handling the administration, the cops who gave permission, and the fact that 6 hours, like Mr. Saravanan is stating, that people were standing there. But why is it that Vijay also chose to make an appearance despite knowing that the crowds are much larger than what they had expected?
Look, Suesha, looking at the current situation, the question that will be asked is, how will the crowds allowed to swell up? The DMK is saying it's because Vijay constantly on purpose turns up late so that the crowd swells up further, they get agitated, they get impatient, and then there's this huge surge the moment he appears. Having said that, if he didn't turn up also, it would have perhaps led to violence. It could have led to crowds getting restless and then resorting to violence. At this kind of a time, in this kind of a situation, I don't know what the ideal response should have been. And perhaps precautionary steps of adequate advisories, the TVK also taking those steps to be responsible about the crowds that would gather would have helped. There's no doubt about that. Right now, you look at the situation in these hospitals, there are people being rushed in ambulances because till now, and it's been a couple of hours since really what has happened, we still don't know the scale of the tragedy. We still don't know the exact number of deaths because there are still people who are being rushed right now to ambulances. So just wrap that around your head, that hours since the rally, ambulances are still moving back and forth. And that tells you the kind of crowds, the numbers that had gathered, and why it was virtually impossible for ambulances to make it all the way inside. It's very, very clear, and 100% we can establish that there have been lapses. I think every person in Tamil Nadu right now is seething with anger that something like this has happened, because Tamil Nadu is not known for this. Tamil Nadu is not known for chaos like this, because the administration, the police usually does a top-notch job of controlling crowds at political rallies, because we see this often. As a reporter, when I've been on the ground at so many of these rallies, I've seen huge crowds. And you'd constantly wonder, how is it that the administration is ensuring that this is completely controlled? So it's unfortunate that we're seeing something like this happen. But let's be very, very clear here that this is a result of lapses, that this is the result of crowds being allowed to gather. And the fact that there was no controlling any of these crowds. And the fact that, we have news that's come in that's established that with cops having to resort to lathi charge to actually bring things under control tells you that it had completely gone out of the police's control at this point, which is why you saw chaos break out. And so there are, at this point, lapses that must be addressed from both sides here, from the administration and from the TVK. Mind you, and I'd like to highlight this, you've got statements that are coming from Chief Minister Stalin. You've got a statement that's coming from Edappadi Palaniswamy of the AIADMK. Not a single statement that's coming from Vijay. The TVK chief should have ideally spoken out by now, should have ideally put out a statement condemning what's happened, explaining to the people what's happened. Because for obvious reasons, there are going to be questions asked of him and of the TVK on whether they were responsible and how they carried out this
Right.
particular rally. It's one thing to grab eyeballs and get crowds, but also to ensure you adequately, responsibly do that.
Oh yes, absolutely, Akshita. And needless to say, this is going to be a huge dent on Vijay's political career. We don't know what way that pans out.